In the metals quadrant today, taking a look at May silver, which actually gapped up but finished lower versus its open, higher versus yesterday's settlement. On the high side of things, silver was actually up 1.58% at 26.54.5. It was down 94 basis points, so near 1% on the lows at 25.88.5. Now, if you look at silver since July of last year, it's actually been trading in a very wide sort of flat channel. If you go back that far, you're looking at a channel from about 22.50 to about 29.50, and it's been tightening up lately. It's tightened up to from about 24.65 to about 29.50. So the bottom half of that channel has risen higher. That flat movement seems very wide and very volatile for silver. Now look at it on a weekly chart, and you're seeing a slight upward channel. Again, very, very wide. So there is still some underlying strength to silver, although there's been some days that it hasn't really felt like it. Inflation is one of the drivers, the potential drivers of silver. And Jerome Powell basically said last week that he needs to see actual evidence of inflation, not the prediction of inflation or components that would normally predict inflation. Now, if they saw this, potentially they might adjust their asset purchase program, and that could affect silver dramatically. The dollar itself usually affects silver, but in this case, there's a rate component to it simply because of the mixed use as a precious metal. The industrial side of things is probably what's keeping silver bid right now. There's no need for a dollar replacement if there's no actual inflation in the market. We had CPI yesterday, didn't really show anything. Now, the dollar that I just mentioned has been down 3 consecutive sessions now as stimulus passes. That's more money in there. The ECB today said they would up their asset purchases or at least speed them up. That's more capital globally. So the dollar is kind of following these currencies on a race to the bottom again, although it's nowhere near where it was. So that inverse relationship between metals and the dollar normally would affect silver as well. And that's likely what's keeping this underlying bid that's taken the bottom of that channel slightly higher as well.